Good morning to you. I'm Jennifer Bayless. Today I'm joined by Kevin Fields Sr. and Dr. Ralph Deschabert with the Louisville Central Community Center. We're talking about the upcoming 7th Annual Trustees of Inclusive Equity Awards celebration. It is going to be a good one. Good morning to you, fellas. Thanks for joining us. Well, let's first talk about the Louisville Central Community Center. What is it?
I'd be glad to do that. LCCC is a 75-year-old nonprofit organization in Louisville's Russell neighborhood, celebrating 75 years of family development and community development. We provide a full spectrum of programs and services, from early child development to school-age youth programs to adult economic mobility programs, and then we do a lot of community engagement work. For example, the Trustees of Inclusive Equity Awards is one of those, but we also do summits throughout the year where we mobilize and engage our community on critical issues, and we create responses to those issues so that we can help our families advance. Our mission is to advance equity, so we're really committed to that and excited about the opportunity to serve.
Such an important part of our community. Well, let's talk about the awards celebration. What is this event all about?
Well, it's kind of interesting because it's really about celebrating individuals who are doing this work of diversity management, trying to create more inclusive cultures where folks feel like they belong a bit more in the organization. And so it's work that it's difficult work, it's challenging work, but it's crucial work to, I think, creating better organizations and better communities.
And it's not just an award celebration. This is an opportunity for professionals to really connect and network. Is that accurate?
Yep.
Absolutely. A lot of networking goes on. You know, the award, as Ralph said, is so important, especially in today's climate when DEI is a concern for some. And we're proud that we can identify through community engagement champions of DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, because as Ralph said, this work is so important, whether you're in the corporate setting, whether you're in education, whether you're in healthcare, whether you're driving community change. It's important that we understand the importance of having champions who are on the front line addressing those systemic barriers in some cases. So we're honored to have some 40 individuals that have been inducted so far, and through that network, there's a lot of collaboration that happens.
Amazing. Well, you chose June 19th. Why did you choose that date? What's the significance behind it?
Well, there are a number of reasons for that, and Kevin can speak to some of it. I can speak to aspects of it. But June 19th, we have this sense of slaves being freed and in 1865. But the truth of the matter is that the work is ongoing. So on the one hand, you had the Emancipation Proclamation, which was in 1863, and people thought, okay, enslaved individuals are free. Well, then we found out that, well, it wasn't entirely true because the word hadn't gotten through to Texas. So it wasn't until June 19th when the official, if you will, time when we would look at this and say, enslavement ended. But what we also know, Jennifer, and I think that this is important, is that it's far more complicated than that. And so even with that, there still was ongoing enslavement of individuals. And what that does is it tells us that there truly is a legacy of inequity that is ongoing. And our work is to try to make a difference in organizations by minimizing, if not eliminating, the inequity that exists both in our communities and in our organizations. So Juneteenth is a wonderful time to keep that going.
Absolutely.
It is, and I would just add that we kicked this off in 2017 before Juneteenth became a national holiday. And so we're pleased to be on the forefront with this project, and we continue to do it every year on Juneteenth, no matter what day of the week it falls on. So we're excited that this year we're honoring 6 high-impact individuals. I'd love to share a little bit about some of them. Some of them are common names like Dave Christopher, who's been doing tremendous work in our community, the founder of AMPD. Carolyn Tandy, who is a tremendous leader. She, I know, acknowledges Ralph because he mentored her in that space of DEI for a while. And he's the guy that we named this award after because he has been at the forefront in corporate Louisville of this issue for many, many years. But we also have Luis Fuentes from the Hispanic community that's being honored, Cassandra Hayes from Jefferson County Public Schools.
Yeah, a variety.
And we're really excited about Corinza Townsend, who is with Norton Healthcare will be leading the West Louisville hospital that Norton is currently building. So
Amazing.
we have some high impact leaders that we're honoring, and through that network we plan to catalyze more impact over time.
Real quick, tickets, where can we get them?
Go online, redpentix.com. You will find the tickets there, and there's also opportunities for sponsorship.
Okay.
And we need help in that space. So, yeah, buy the tickets, and if you want to donate those tickets, you can do that. Make a donation and donate the tickets. But we do sell tables of 8 for $800. The tickets are $100 each. Sponsorship levels go from $15,000 down. And we're grateful to Brown-Forman Corporation for being the top sponsor. Ever since we founded this project, they've been our lead sponsor on this, and we thank Ralph and the legacy that he laid at Brown-Forman for setting that up for us, but certainly working with Jill Horn and the other team members there, we want to acknowledge them for their leadership.
All right, thank you guys so much. Best of luck with everything.